both goals in these two teams' previous matchup in that 2-0 win for the Thunderbirds. He has been an unstoppable force all season long, easily winning the Golden Boot in Canada West by a long shot. And this team's going to have this Cascades team is going to have a tough time trying to shut him down. We'll see how long he plays tonight.
Absolutely. And not too far behind him in the points race in Canada West. Likely not to catch him, but Cian Proctor, he'll be battling to try and get back into second place. Currently sits T3 in the points category after adding another goal on Friday night. What a beauty that was. And the young leader on this Cascades side stepped up along a lot of other youngsters on this Cascades side. It'll start with the ball in their green jerseys today, heading from left to right on your screen. UBC in their whites, and first place all wrapped up, like we said, in the Pacific Division. They've had a heck of a season. Malin putting the pressure on there at the top. Proctor will start on the left side. He got word that he had a bit of a flu this weekend. It was a game time decision today, so good to see him make it into the starting lineup. And like we mentioned, it's senior day today. The two seniors, Manpaul Brar and Kadir Yadzi, and those two players, really injury-riddled season, but we'll see them on the bench today. Who knows if they'll get into any action here. I'm sure both would like to, but it's been a tough injury-riddled season for both.
Yeah, it's been really unfortunate, just both for them personally and for this Cascades team, as they are the two leaders of this team all season long. And you know, they just haven't had a good go of things. It's been a tough time at UFV for Manpaul Brar. 2 ACL injuries in 5 years, and you know, he's crazy. Battled through it, and he's continued to be a force whenever he's been on the pitch. And you know, this might be his last time with the Cascades. We might see the two of them check in, possibly at the very end of this game, just to get a hero send-off. But either way, it's been a great career, and they've been great leaders for this program.
Yeah, Brar's been sorely missed as one of their offensive leaders the last couple years. As the ball comes over the top here, Sadu able to deal with it. Only able to play half the games this year. But Brar, as here comes a chance now for the leading goal man on the other side, Jakowski. Early opportunity for him. And Brar was never really fully healthy in the games he did play this year. You could see he didn't have that same offensive pop that he has in years past. Has scored some big goals for this Cascades side in his career here.
Yeah, they had that historic 5-1 win over these Thunderbirds a couple years ago. He had 2 goals in that one.
Now a try from distance, and out of nowhere, a little bit of magic off the foot of Thomas Pena. Picks that top corner. 1-0 Thunderbirds.
And that is a statement there from the UBC. Only 3 minutes into this match, and it is one of the first-year players. He's getting a chance here to show some of his skills coming into next year, and it's the first year from Winnipeg, former Whitecaps under-19 player, with an absolute screamer into the top of the net. Nothing that the keeper, Caux, could do on that one.
No, he had everybody standing still on that one. Picked the shot out of nowhere. Found himself a little bit of space, had the keeper frozen. What a finish. So UBC now playing with an early lead.
Yeah, something they are used to having is playing from the front. And, you know, they are that standout flagship program in Canada West, and it's no surprise that all roads are going to go through Thunderbird Stadium to get back to Nationals this year.
Yeah, it certainly will, but things not quite all decided yet in the Pacific Division towards the bottom of the playoff picture.
No, that's right. They were into the last match day of the season, and currently still 2 teams battling for that final spot. Thompson Rivers, the defending national champions, they need a result today against McEwen, as they have UNBC hot on their tails. UNBC looked like they were out of this season, but they have rattled off 3 straight wins, including a big one against UBCO on Friday. If they can beat them again, it's going to put the pressure on the Wolfpack.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, keep an eye on how those ones shake out this afternoon, and this one a little too strong out the back line for a goal kick. To the outside, UBC slowly up the field with possession, and the Cascades have done well lately when putting the pressure on, forcing some turnovers, sitting back a little more so right now. Defended really well on Friday night against UVic, and they'll certainly have to defend well again today. A lot of offensive weapons on this UBC side. Their leading point man added another assist on that last goal as well.
Yeah, outshooting their opponents now 37-8 on the season are the Thunderbirds. They just go. They do not stop pushing for that goal.
Trying one over the top this time, but Szymanski able to take it down and gave Beecroft a tough pass there. Now turned over and coming back forward with it, but Kular stopped it there and able to generate the turnover of the Cascades. Here they come the other way now. Brzezina plays one down the line. Does find the man there. Now to the middle. Little back heel from Proctor. Didn't quite link up, and Consiglio on a bit of a second chance opportunity. Tried to go against the grain over top of the keeper. Just able to get to it.
Well, that's a huge run for Consiglio, who's playing in something of a left wing back. Came all the way across the pitch to get onto the end of that one. Nearly got a shot away, and Lencelius able to get his mitts onto it as he's covering the goal today, as they're giving their starter Bennett McKay a rest today ahead of the playoffs.
Was a decent idea there from Proctor as they had numbers going forward. Tried to play a cute little back heel. Just didn't quite put it in the wheelhouse for Consiglio to be able to hit that first time. Sadu slips as he tries to play that one forward. Results in a turnover. UBC back on possession. This near side, it's Tome back to his center back partner, and they look to move it up the pitch now. Good ball played down the line. Can he get past Sadu? A little bit of a slip there, but stays on possession to the top now. Trying to find some room as Aiello. Passed back and onside, says the ref, and looking for Jakowski in the middle, but they can't link up with the big man on that one. A chance for Jakowski now as he's onside again. A chance to play it towards the middle. Looking for a teammate and just in a little too high at the body of the man running in there.
Yeah, you wouldn't think the Thunderbirds team had first place locked up with the intensity they've brought into this one. Definitely treating this one just like any other day. They're not looking past this Cascades team at all.
No, they certainly are not. Bringing the intensity here early in this one, and their A game, playing with a lot of possession here. Looking for a ball over the top now. Puhal's attempt watched out the back line there. Jackson Cowks lines this one up. Another one of the Cascades who's battled injuries throughout this season. First year Cody Torrance getting a lot of time in the net as well this season, but good to see Cowks back healthy to end off this season. One of the veterans on this young side, and now a chance for Proctor to run it down, and the defender doing just enough with his head to make sure he got it back to his keeper.
Yeah, Pahalish had to be really careful with that one as he had Proctor all over his back. Cascades have been dangerous in front of the opposing team's net when the opposition is on the ball, so they like to keep that going and try to force some more pressure and lead to some turnovers.
Up the far sideline now, Brezina trying to close out his space. Able to play one down the line still and headed out by Sadu. Looking for a strong throw here. He'll reverse it all the way back to the defense and slowing it right down. Waiting for some movement from his midfielders. They'll play it right back, and another chance for them to move forward. Stolen this time, though, and now Malin does well to slow it up instead of forcing one up. And now, second time, right in that same area, Sadu's went down with a slip there.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of rain in the forecast, up and down. It's been pretty mild, but can easily get very slippery here on this pitch.
The grass surface. Szymanski looks down the line, and a little bit of room now for Sadu to move forward. Finds Mayland in the middle. Generated some decent power on that header, but unable to put anything past the keeper.
That's a nice cross, though, from Buggy Sadu. On the run like that. Really well done. Cascades seem to be stepping their game up a little bit here against this top-ranked Thunderbirds side.
Stewart now shields the ball there and tries to play one to Kalar in the middle, but that one turned over as UBC comes forward now. Play one down the line. Sadu puts the pressure on there. Unable to work around him was Chung, but does well to work the ball back. Stewart gets a foot in there and stops the attack for now. Ball up in the air as Cascades able to get to it first, and they rightfully argue with their side ref there about whose ball that should be. Back in possession as Beecroft will try and load up a long throw here. Get them out of that corner. And Jakowski on the back a little aggressively there. Trying to win that header, so a free kick. Looking to take it quick here as a couple headers don't get them out of trouble. Brezina looking to take it down on the sideline. He goes back and Stewart has it now, looking to switch the field as there's lots of room over on this side. He can't go directly, so back to Kelks. Now over the top as looking in Proctor's area. First year does well to head that one down, and Sadu stays in possession. Szymanski now looking for some options. A good little header from Brezina. Right idea anyways, as he was looking to send Proctor through.
Cascade's doing a good job playing on the ball in these opening 15 minutes. I've liked what I've seen from them. Lots of skill, working well as a unit. And a lot of that comes from that big win on Friday night there that they had against UVic. It was a comeback win. They were down 1-0 just like they are today, and a lot of that momentum came from that big save we saw from Jackson Cowks.
Yeah, true. That was one of the saves of the year we've seen so far. Making himself real big, coming out to stop what would have been a game changer at that point. In all alone on a beautiful ball played in by Zagaste, who was tremendous for the Vikes on that day, a goal and an assist to get himself one above Proctor in the points race.
Yeah, those two tied for first place in Canada West with 6 assists coming into that one. And, if Proctor could get one today, he'd win that. He'd finish the season at the top of the table in the assist department, which would be such an accomplishment for a team who has really struggled to find the goal. We couldn't stop talking about him on Friday, but Proctor is involved in almost every single goal this Cascades team scores.
Yeah, you can't help but talk about him when he's a part of almost every scoring play. He's got 8 more points than anybody else on this team. He's really been their offensive catalyst as that one runs out the back line.
Yeah, he has been, and he's worked well with the returning Matteo Brzezina, who since he's come back has been just a menace around the opposing team's goal. 3 in 4 games. 2 of those, a couple of tap-ins off some turnovers caused on the opposing team's goalies.
Play down the sideline and trying to flick it towards the middle. Nothing doing there as they work things around. Chance to regroup on their own side of half. Looking to play something through the middle now. Chung takes it back to the outside, trying to direct traffic for his backs there. Nothing doing, though, on the far side, and they'll regroup once again.
This Thunderbirds team they just look so much more professional on the ball. Just the way that they are just so calm and composed moving it forward. It's no surprise when you look up and down their roster and see all these players coming from the Whitecaps Academy, playing for Whitecaps FC2 in MLS Next Pro, players playing for the CPL academies. It's just lots of professional pedigree up and down this Thunderbirds lineup.
And a chance to come forward now. Just played Jakowski on the wrong side of Szymanski there. Sadhu backpedals to ensure he's there first. Good hustle there, and results in a throw for the Thunderbirds. Yeah, it's like you said, professional pedigree up and down, even with players sitting out today that are usually a staple on this team, up and down their roster. Just a lot of quality players. It's no surprise that this year and a lot of years past, they found themselves at the top of the Canada West Pacific Division. Throw in here. Short and lots of time to work this forward. The Cascades sitting back a little bit. They go over the top here now. Sadhu has the first step on that one, but working hard to sneak himself inside of Sadhu, and another slip there. I think all 4 slips we've seen in that game have been right around that same area. The UBC player real frustrated there, slamming the pitch after he gets up there, slipping while on the ball. Szymanski, cool as you like, gets up to that one first, and now Beecroft in at his feet has to play that one forward. Proctor got there first but couldn't do much with it. On this near sideline, a good battle for it here. Sadu always up for the challenge of a one-on-one battle. That time forces Eric Kim back. And that one out of the reach of Jakowski trying to chase it down. They've done pretty well to keep him at bay in this first half in terms of his scoring chances. Through the middle now, a pass all the way back to the keeper. We'll reset as a tired Cascade side catches their breath. "20 minutes gone now in this first half. UBC really heavy on possession. Though the Cascades have had a couple of chances and not too many quality chances against, but the Thunderbirds making the most of their quality opportunity with a strong strike. A chance now for Jakowski to come in, but Consiglio got his foot in there first. Still in trouble here, but Stewart does well to work out of a three-man triangle there. Now Szymanski looking to play one long. Couldn't quite link up with Malin there, trying to switch the field.
That was a dangerous play defensively from Consiglio, playing it back into the middle of the pitch. But they were able to get away with it and work it all the way across to the other end. And looks like one of the players here for the Thunderbirds being sent off. Looks like he might be... potentially he's bleeding or something. Either way, he's being told to get some attention off the side. That's Sam Aiello. So Thunderbirds down to 10 for the moment.
Yeah, it just looks like a quick bandaging up on the elbow or arm there. A little bit of a bump, but should be just fine to get back in this one. Thunderbirds will just play around with it for a little bit as they wait for their guy to get back on the field. No hustle for them. Tough one in at the feet of Jakowski. He's able to deal with it and tried to dribble his way up the sideline. Stewart finally steps in and forces it out for a throw.
Yeah, they're just begging the Cascades to get out of position and start pressing up on the ball. But much like Friday, we're seeing the Cascades staying really true to their form here and not getting sucked into the slow pace of their opponents and letting the game come to them.
Through the middle now, looking for Jakowski, who was in an offside position as that play developed. Good job by the back line there to hold firm. Stay together as a unit there, forcing Jakowski offside, not allowing him an opportunity again this time. Thunderbirds player back in the action. Now got that arm wrapped up. Back to 11 aside, and a throw now as Sadu looks to play it up quickly, but the ref says that throw is going to have to come back a few yards. Szymanski all the way back this time, and Cokes had to be good there to deal with it. Over the top now, looking for Brezina, and just about found him.
Yeah, it was a good deep ball there to challenge that back line of the Thunderbirds. Now we'll see that big throw from Beecroft potentially.
Yeah, he'll certainly line up, wipe the ball off here in hopes of serving a long one. Didn't quite get it to the big group there, but got it to the front there. Attempted header to try and flick towards the middle, off a body, and out for the first throw of the game. Corner of the game. Fake for a moment like they might go short, but now Malin joins his teammates in the mix inside the 18. In comes the delivery towards the near post, and had it been a few yards further out from the keeper, Szymanski might have been in a position to get a great header on that one, but in the end, a little too close for the keeper. Easy for him to deal with that one. Thunderbirds back on the ball, playing at their pace. Ayalo plays it back after dribbling a little. Now finally they go over the top and can't seem to find a way past Consiglio, and Stewart comes back to help out his teammate there as well. Consiglio now looking over the top. Proctor, keeper way out. Flag stayed down, so good thing the keeper came up to get aggressive on that one.
He has a great run from Proctor. Good job staying in front of that offside line. And yeah, like you mentioned, Lenselius at least 25 yards out of his goal. Good thing for the Thunderbirds, as that would have been a breakaway and a one-on-one with the keeper otherwise.
Brzezina now with it on his foot. He'll play it to the outside. Maywin trying to find some space and goes off a UBC player there, so they'll have to keep it in play. And now Consiglio thought he had a clean steal there, but a foul called.
Yeah, close. He just went through the back of his leg just a little bit there, enough to draw the foul. But Consiglio's had a good past few games here, stepping into more of a wing-back position. Normally used to seeing him play more in the middle, but he's taken to the role like a duck to water. He's been really well in that position.
Faked for a moment like he might try and play it forward. Now Fisher goes down the line and doing a little too much with the dribble there as he played himself right out of bounds, and the Cascades will take over this side of half. Can't complete a pass up the pitch though. Well done by Aiello to get his foot in there, stop any Cascades possibilities. And this one over the head on the long ball from Marcus Poolhouse. Him and his fellow center back, really, they played around with it for a while, but a few passes each time, and then those center backs really keen to play those ones over the top. It's been their plan of attack so far, linking up and staying on possession a few times, but for the most part the Cascades able to deal with it. This time it's in towards Jakowski, and he's able to take that one down neatly. Now a spin, finds himself some space, and tried to link up once again with Thomas Pena like they did on the goal earlier, but Cascades sniff that one out, and now here they come on the counter. Proctor waiting for some help, lays it off to Sadu. Was a little too far ahead of him, so he had to take a touch back with that one. Plays it off the defender, out for another corner.
Well worked up the pitch by the Cascades, all starting from the very back with Szymanski, who dances out of trouble around Jakowski, and then going all the way down the other way go the Cascades, and Sadu does well to win a corner kick as we see our first sub of the game here.
And look who it is checking in.
Yeah, it's Manny Brar checking in for his final ever Cascades game. We love to see it.
Absolutely love to see that for the man who's on his senior day here. Over 3,000 minutes played in his Cascades career. His team unable to get anything going on that corner. And now a foot in there and a great steal by Couillard. And right after coming in, Brar finds himself on the ball, but can't quite link up with Brzezina there. A little too high for him, but great to see Mampel Brar check into this one.
What a defensive play, though, from Couillard, preventing a counterattack the other way. UBC would have had numbers going forward, but brilliant job to break up any offensive opportunity.
Kim with a long ball, well taken down, but little too big of a touch. Was a tough one to deal with coming from a lot of distance to try and take it in towards goal first time. And Brar with a touch back off a UBC player, so out for a throw. Played out once again by Fisher here, and another opportunity as Consiglio on the throw here. Throw over the top. A couple UBC players colliding on that one, but they do enough to ensure it's out of play. Kim with a touch to the middle and turned over there where Brar will take over. Brar finds Consiglio. Sadu wants it on this near side. He's got a lot of open space, but Stewart keeps it over there for now. Beecroft now to the outside. Sadu. And Stewart with a dangerous pass back. Now Jakowski with a chance to come forward. One-on-one with Beecroft, but Beecroft does well. Gets on the steal and goes right up the pitch with it. What a defensive play by Michael Beecroft there.
And we mentioned another player who, playing out of position, more used to being a defensive midfielder,
right,
stepping into that center back role with all the injuries this team's faced. And what a brilliant job just outworking Canada West's Golden Boot winner.
And no panic to go to ground or just try and get it out of bounds. He worked it right off him and dribbled his way out of trouble. Gets a foul called against him as well. A+ all around from Michael Beecroft. And this time, Berzina in an offside position as they try and move things forward.
Yeah, I suspect Michael Beecroft going to be one of those players who I think we're going to see a lot of next season with this Cascades team, whether it be as a central defender or as a defensive midfielder. I think he's done more than earned himself a good look for next season with this team.
Yeah, especially with that versatility. Now it's Brar coming forward. Paul Brar to the outside. Little 1-2 and just a little too far on the return pass from Proctor, trying to find the senior in towards goal.
Yeah, just asking a little bit too much of Manny on that one, but that was partially in credit to that Thunderbirds back line, who really didn't give them much of an angle going forward. But Manny Brar looking pretty good on the ball right now. Doesn't look like he's showing too many ill effects from his injuries.
Yeah, hopefully able to play some big minutes in this one. Like we mentioned earlier, really hasn't been 100% for much of this season. Has only played about half the games. Battled injuries his whole Canada West career. Consiglio now coming forward. A little bit of a slip there as he tried to take a touch back, and forward come the T-Birds now. A little bit of a fake and tries to go to the outside. Ball laid off for his teammate. Played towards the middle now. And now a chance as he works towards the 18. Lays it back. Still with a chance. Jakowski got a foot to it, and that bouncing ball just all over the place. Could never make it towards goal.
Dangerous clearance, though, from the Cascades, putting it back in the middle again.
And here it comes right back down their throats. Chance to get it towards goal. Finally lets it go on the left, but just wide there from the foot of Momatani.
Yeah, Momatani, another one of those players who's getting a bit of an extended look here today. Yeah, the Thunderbirds team who's dealing with, who's sitting a lot of their starters here ahead of the playoffs.
Yeah, no need to force anything with them wrapping up first place on Friday night with a win. The Cascades took care of business as well to help them out on home field, ensuring the Vikes wouldn't be able to catch them. But like you mentioned on that last play, Cascades have to be weary on those clearances if they're just going to shoot them right back up the middle. UBC is more than capable of countering real quickly right back at them.
Yeah, this is the type of team that'll make you pay for your mistakes. And so far, Cascades haven't really made any major ones, but they've been playing with fire a little bit.
And the way the Thunderbirds want to play here, keep trying to go those ones over the top. The Cascades playing 5 really just across the back, not allowing anything past them there, making it really difficult for UBC, and these front 3 doing a good job as well to keep their shape and not allow any easy passes past them. Finally, now they do try one over the top, but nothing doing, and they were in an offside position to begin with anyways.
Yeah, the Cascades are just doing a great job of just moving as a unit, all 10 men moving together around the pitch and playing that back 5 today are the Cascades. And with Brzezina kind of moving up a little bit when the Thunderbirds have the ball, there's only really 2 midfielders for UFV, but but the way that they're just moving across, they're not allowing any space in the middle of the pitch. And it's forcing UBC to continue to try and put these balls up and over the top.
Working well so far for the Cascades. No panic in their game yet, but find themselves down 1. Challenged the keeper a couple times, but not in a little while here. As this time, Calx will have to be sure on his head to the feet of Beecroft, and he does well to work around Jankowski there. And now turned over in the middle. Coulard chance to move forward. Sends a good ball down the line towards Brar. He'll keep it in the corner. Can he work this one towards goal? Little 1-2 down the line, and just over the goal line there as it's out for a goal kick. Had been just a little less. Would have been a great opportunity for him to deliver one out front there.
Yeah, outside of those first few minutes where the Thunderbirds kind of caught UFV not really fully prepared for the game, it's been very even, I would say, for the most part. Thunderbirds really controlling a lot of the possession, and they've had most of the ball, but neither side have had any serious scoring chances since then, and Cascades have been playing well.
Sidhu gets to that one first, but Kim regroups, moves it forward now, and a good ball down the line to Pena. The goal scorer now a chance to deliver one in towards that back post, but Consiglio there with the foot first, but once again, Kim now slips as he tries to meet that ball down the line. Right back on the foot of Kim, though. Another opportunity. Finds Jankowski creeping towards the box, but touch a little bit heavy there. Calx now over the top. Looking in towards Proctor, didn't quite judge that one right, but gets it back on his foot. Proctor now looking to work to his left. He delivers a great ball to the other side, but just a little much in the end. Boy, it looked like it was developing so nicely towards Consiglio making a run there.
Oh, it's great vision from Proctor. Lovely job to just swing that one around the defense, but yeah, just taking a bit of a skip off the grass and just a little too much steam on it, rolled out the back line. Or not quite out the back line, out the sideline. It's going to be a throw-in.
Yeah, about as deep down as you can go in that corner. The Thunderbirds will have to work it out of their own end. Looked for a moment like the Cascades might get back on possession, but Coulard unable to do anything forward with that ball as he had some pressure on him. The Thunderbirds back on it with just over 5 to go in this first half. Stopping with it now and looking outside. Cascades once again keeping a good shape to not allow anything easy past them here. Finally a long ball attempted. And thought they had some space down that sideline, but Consiglio throwing his body in front of that one. Sidhu headed towards Couillard in the middle. Thunderbirds right back on it though. Sidhu on the header again, and this time a foul on the 50-50 ball battle there.
Yeah, Consiglio feeling the hands in his back, just going down to ground, winning that free kick. Just the one sub here so far in the first half from either side.
Yeah, no movement on that UBC sideline. And Brard, the only substitute UFV side, looking fairly comfortable out there so far, has been in the mix on the ball a few times. And ball finds himself right back to him there. He's able to find Brazina, but his pass bouncing off the ground. Sidhu did well to keep it and tried to get one towards goal there. Now it's regroup with Couillard. Consiglio just unable to keep it in on that sideline as Couillard played it a little out of his reach.
Better spells with the ball lately in these last few minutes from the Cascades. They're starting to assert themselves a little more offensively. Haven't been stuck inside of their own half as much in these last 10 minutes as they were in the first 10.
Now a deep ball attempt looking for the goal scorer, Pena. Can't find him, and now another foul committed by Aiello there. Been in the mix on a couple loose balls here in the last few minutes. Nothing egregious on the fouls, though. Szymanski towards the middle. Dangerous in for Stewart, who has a couple of Thunderbirds all around him. They fish it out, and Lee comes forward with it now. Forced to the outside there as Kaiser wasn't really close to his intended target there. The Cascades will take back over, and Kaiser hungry to get right back on it. They try and pass around, but the pressure forces a turnover. Now taken forward by Lee. Great little touch there. Or pardon me, Kim there was going forward with it. And now in the middle, Kaiser looking to send a return pass right back to where it came from, but too many Cascades bodies back there to work around.
Yeah, all this got started just from a bit of a giveaway by the Cascades inside of their own half. And they've been stuck now for a little bit.
Cute little back heel there. Sends Tchaikovsky in, and saved by Kelks to ensure his team doesn't go down two just before half.
Oh, that's a crucial save at the late stages of this first half. Tchaikovsky with a golden opportunity to double the T-Birds' advantage right now, and Cascades doing a great job of staying alive in this one right now, thanks to Jackson Kelks with a big shoulder save.
Huge stop there, results in a corner. In comes the delivery towards the back post, getting past Sidhu for a chance at the header, but unable to put it towards goal. Yeah, there's not a more dangerous player in youth sports that Kelks could have found himself having to defend one-on-one there. Huge stop by the keeper with just a couple minutes left in this first half.
And that's just what he's done all season for this team in net, is he's just made key save after key save. He's been keeping his team alive in these games all season long, and he'll be a big part of this team next season as well.
Brazina over the top towards Proctor. A chance to chase it down, but... And...
Well, that was close. He looks like I think he kept the ball inside of the 18, but it looked like his back kind of rolled out a little bit. Either way, it's a close one.
It's a lot of lines going on here on the football field to tell exactly in real time what's going on. Great little turn by Proctor, and just over top of the net. Actually took a deflection on its way to goal. What a chance by Proctor.
Great turn, and then patience. Cutting it back to his left. Trying to pick out that top corner, but just the defense getting a foot on it. Sending it over the top, but that is the best opportunity these Cascades have had so far in the first half. Proctor nearly levels it up.
So close, defender just getting to it to force this corner. Proctor sends it in towards the near post. No Cascade able to get to that one first. Headed down here, and now chance to come forward again, but Proctor working his way back from that corner position. Wasn't yet in an onside position.
The referees have indicated a minimum of 1 minute of added time. Thank you.
So only 1 minute of added time here coming in a back and forth first half that saw that man there, Pena, score one from not too much closer than that. A real bullet. But other than that, the Cascades defending well, and in this fast-flowing first half, we won't have much left in it here until the ref will blow his whistle, but Cowks first lines up to send it deep. Thunderbirds getting there first, and they'll clear. Szymanski gets to it, and do they have an opportunity here to work forward? Not quite, as it rolls all the way to Cowks as the first half whistle blows.
Soccer fans, your score heading into halftime. 1-0.
Like we mentioned there, Thomas Pena, the goal scorer in the first half. Welcome back in, soccer fans. Thanks so much for tuning in alongside with us on Canada West TV. Just about set for second half action here from Rotary Stadium. 1-0 UBC after the first half. A fantastic strike off the foot of first-year player Thomas Pena. Was all the scoring that happened. It happened early, and after that the Cascades really found their footing and took back a little control of the game, had some chances, a couple big stops by Cowks, a couple stops on the other end, and 1-0's where we stand after 45.
Yeah, I think the having Manny Brar enter the match really seemed to put a spark in the Cascades. They've played better ever since he's checked into the match. But we're seeing a handful of subs here to start the second half. We've got Sayers is in there for the Cascades playing in that midfield. And Aiden Thompson as well checking in all the way out there on your far side.
And then here's Carson Muter, another of the subs, stepping up and making a play there. And the last one up front on the far side, the other senior day player checking into the match.
Yeah, good to see Kadir checking in and getting some minutes here.
Bit of an odd decision there by Szymanski to leave the ball. Kind of forgot he was the last touch on it and allowed it to just run out. And now an early corner opportunity to start this second half. Chance for the righty to curl one in towards goal. It's up towards the back post and straight in off of the... And a little bit of confusion as The side official put his flag up for something, but the referee overriding him, pointing to the center dot and saying that's a good goal. Looked like Jakowski was in the area to kind of get ahead to it, but it didn't make it to him. Rattled off a couple bodies, and who knows who got the last touch in there.
Yeah, I think it might be Jakowski's goal. He was celebrating as if it was, but hard to tell. But some indecision there from the officials, as it appeared to be like he was calling a foul, and then he points to the center dot and calls it a goal. So regardless, either way, Thunderbirds come out hot to start both halves, and a couple of early goals here have doubled the advantage now.
And it comes straight off a corner that was just not necessary at all. A little bit of lapse in judgment in that far corner for a moment leads to a set-piece opportunity that takes a funny bounce, and that's all UBC needs to grab a 2-goal lead.
Perfect, thank you.
That one up towards the box. Still a battle for it, and finally Szymanski gets to that one. Yeah, number of substitutions at the half for UFV, and like we talked about for UBC, even though they got first place locked up, they're playing hard in this one and haven't used any substitutions throughout that first half or at halftime. All their players battling it out so far in this one, and now Szymanski a little shaken up after drawing the foul on that last one.
Yeah, I think as he went through with the kick there, I think it was Jakowski's leg that just got in the way there and went through Szymanski's leg.
Jakowski for Kiev in the 47th minute.
And so they do confirm Jakowski's 15th of the season. Just adds on to his Canada West goal total lead. What a season for him.
Yeah, Golden Boot winner, showing that he can do it anywhere on the pitch. He can find the net, including off the set pieces. He's such a tall figure. It's one of those players you have to be sure you're boxing out on set pieces and on corners.
And so now a throw for UBC, and as we see Kadir Yazha in the game on his senior day as well. A player from Germany, the first player that this Cascades group ever recruited out of Germany, and led to a big stepping stone for them internationally. If you look at their roster now, 3 Germans on the player now, including some key players. Kean Proctor, the very talented first-year player with looking like a bright future, and their captain on the back end, who's been missing for much of this year but will be back strong next year, and Nicholas Barrett. And so that recruiting chip ended up being a big one in terms of the future of this program. That one played back as Calx was way out. Watch, they go out the back line. Now they'll take it here short as Szymanski goes to the outside. Stewart will have to be quick with players closing. Goes to the middle to Beecroft, who tried to work it out quick first time. Thankfully for him, the Cascades get back on the steal. Proctor tries to work it forward quickly, but weren't quite ready on the other end. Played through the middle. That one onside. Plays it back as he didn't have the step with the defenders closing, and UFV sticks with it to stop that opportunity. Is now almost a break going forward, but the center back making sure he got to that one first.
And we got an update from over in Kelowna today in the Pacific Division. The UBCO Heat ending the season of UNBC, who couldn't make it 4 straight wins as they were hoping to try and grab that 4th playoff spot. But Thompson Rivers going to have a chance to continue to try and defend their national championship, as they're going to have a trip now to Thunderbird Stadium for the first round of playoffs next week.
Looked early in the year like they would never have a chance to get to do so. Opening weekend, we saw them take a loss right here in Abbotsford to this UFV side. They started the season on a brutal losing streak, but what a second half of the season for them to ensure they get a chance to defend that title. Free kick now off the foot of Szymanski. A little too much on this one as it sails right over the net.
Well, it looks like now that I see it, it actually looks like UBC did make one change at half. Jack Garner checks in between the pipes. He's the keeper for the second half, number 30. First appearance of the season for the first year out of Victoria.
Yeah, good call. As UBC first place all wrapped up, a chance to get some young players minutes here. Resting their starting keeper tonight, getting a couple young guys action. There's just no experience like in-game experience when you can get the chance, and creating some space to get a shot off there was Eric Kim, but blows it over the net in the end.
Yeah, Jack Gardner, no slouch himself, though, playing within that Pacific FC academy in the CPL. So another player who's played and trained with some top-tier talent, just like much of this Thunderbirds side.
To the outside now as Muter with a chance to run forward, but a little too big of a touch. He stays on it, though. Brar now goes to ground and wins that tackle. Thunderbird goes to the ground there, and as those two are tied up, the foul gets called on the Cascades.
Not something you want to see is both of the seniors going to ground there. Both dealing with injuries all season and throughout their entire time with UFV. You don't want to see them looking a little shaken up.
They'll play it all the way back. Chance for a couple touches now here for Garner, who gets it right back from his defender. Garner now very dangerous as Proctor right in on top of him there. He waited forever to try and play that one out, and first-year keeper almost finds himself in trouble there.
Well, that's how these Cascades have scored a lot of their goals in recent weeks, has been making mistakes from the keeper and forcing those turnovers and right in front of the opposing team's net. And Proctor nearly leads to another one as he almost deflected that one straight back into the net.
UBC, though, doesn't concede, still up 2, and now looking to build on it with a rush forward and just outside the line here as goes for a UFV throw.
Yeah, that was asking a lot of Momatani to try and track that one down and get onto the end of it. Nearly did.
Dukowski gets strips Beecroft there rather, and now a chance in towards goal, but Muter going to ground stops that chance. Beecroft forward looking towards Proctor, who didn't have a chance to get up as the defender was all over his back. Beecroft with a fake there, and instead of taking it quick, he'll elect for his teammates to get set up here.
A little surprised to see Beecroft on this one instead of Szymanski, but we'll see what Mikey can provide here.
He swings one in towards the top of the 18. Looked like the center back got to it first, and his partner comes over to help out. Dangerous pass back there as we've seen players slipping on that part of the pitch all day long.
Yeah, that far side of the pitch definitely a little bit beaten up here at Rotary Stadium. They've been slipping and sliding and going to ground all over on the far side of your screen here.
Hayden Thompson now, the throw coming and unable to get on possession where the Cascades, but Mueller deals with the header around half. Neither team able to come away with it yet. Now Thompson comes forward and tackled hard there.
Yeah, nice aggressive play there from Thompson. Only a 7th appearance all season. Hard not to pick him out here with that bleach blonde hair.
And he'll make his way forward now, getting into the mix. And once again, Szymanski elects not to take his free kick. Wonder if he might be shaken up a little bit after the foul that was called a few minutes ago. He'll find himself in the mix, though, as well, as the lefty Proctor on this free kick. Tried to go low with it, but a little too low, drives it right into the wall of players waiting there. And now Consiglio has to be sure with it, as 2 UBC players on him hard.
Yeah, a little surprised to not see him go back to the keeper, but just does the safe thing and that just plays it out to touch and concedes the possession.
A lot of room here now for Momitani to move forward. He's going to challenge Mueller one-on-one, trying to work to the outside, finds a little bit of space, and Thompson has to be sure at the back post. Still in for a chance here now, though, and coming in dangerously. The ball ends up in, but no goal there, and Mueller's going to come in hot, or pardon me, Szymanski to stand up for his keeper as a dangerous, very dangerous tackle coming in hot there. Studs up right in the keeper's space.
Yeah, just an aggressive play there. Hard to see which player from the Thunderbirds that was that made that attempt at goal. But Jackson Coates taking a tough shot either to the stomach or somewhere around the thigh by the looks of it. But yeah, dangerous play. Looked like he got to the ball first. He'll definitely feel like he is a little hard done by the foul call. He'll definitely feel like it should be 3-0 to the Thunderbirds now, but
yeah, he obviously did get to the ball first, or at least tied with it ending up in the net, but usually 10 times out of 10 the referee is going to call in favor of the keeper, allowing him that space in his box. The player coming in super hot at him, feet first, always dangerous, and you hate to see the result here with Coates feeling the effects.
Yeah, he's already missed time twice this year with injuries. And it looks like Cody Torrance is going to have to potentially check in as he's getting his gloves on the sideline. We'll see if Jackson's able to continue, as he's standing up on his own right now.
Torrance taking some warm-up reps on the sideline just in case. But Coates, we know the competitor he is. He'll want to stay in this one. Referee certainly allowing him some time to regroup and see if he will be all right to continue. Coates, such an important part of this Cascades team. Not a senior here on senior day, but a veteran fourth-year player on this team. A beloved member of this team who always works hard, always willing to throw his body in the line to make a big save. Put himself right in harm's way, coming out to stop that one, but the Cascades and head coach Tom Lowndes very thankful to hopefully see Coates be able to continue in this one, as he limping a little bit down in that 18-yard box. Looked like it might have been something lower body, but able to continue for now, as now his side comes forward as Aiden Thompson on the throw. Looking for Proctor in towards the corner, but didn't quite have the juice on that one. Thompson again on the throw. Looking for Brar this time. Finds him. A little flick there, and looked like Kadir might get free, but he thought he was fouled there with a bit of a high boot that stopped his progress going forward. The officials don't agree, though, and now a chance to get something in towards the box. Szymanski goes up to the top to Sayers. Now over the top, and just not able to generate the power on that one, coming in slow towards him.
Yeah, I think Kadir might have been trying to play more of a pass there, as he might have been trying to flip it over the fence and have someone run onto it, but either way, good job there to send that second ball into the 18 and at least force the keeper to at least come out and claim that ball.
Pocket pick there by Will Stewart, who sends one in towards the area, but well defended there as Chris Fisher was calm in his efforts, and now Stewart commits a foul there. Free kick will have to be reset in the middle of the field.
It looks like we're going to see Mateo Brzezina check back in here for the second half. Kadir is going to come out. He put in about 20 minutes, and that's about what we thought, I think, coming into today, was we might see him play about 15 to 20.
Yeah, he hasn't been healthy in a while. And head coach Tom Lowndes meets his senior on the sideline there with a big handshake, and pleased with his senior's effort there out on his special day here, a final home game as a Cascade. A player that always in great spirits, talked about so highly as a teammate, never doesn't have a smile on his face when you see him around the pitch. But now Brzezina checks back in, and we'll see if the usually effective Brzezina will have a spark for these Cascades late. He's found his goal-scoring touch later in this season, but now it's the UBC Thunderbirds with another opportunity, and rarely do you see Jakowski with a bit of a missed touch out front, but had he timed that a little better, would have had a tap in.
Yeah, I just couldn't get onto the end of that one. Tried to toe poke it home, but Coke's not showing any fear after that, taking that knock earlier, coming out to claim it, going to ground, and does well.
Yep, great to see that. And now over the top, a chance to run onto one before it reaches the line here. He does, and towards goal, but Szymanski with the header to clear. Thunderbird still on the ball, and it almost finds the tall Jakowski there on the back post, just over his head though. Muter in the area, as well as Consiglio, to try and deal with a dangerous number 9.
Yeah, Momatani finding a lot of success with all that space on the on this near side of the pitch. He's been able to get onto the end of some of those balls and create some offense for UBC.
Beecroft trying to play it in towards Brar. And looks like a call as in at the feet of Brar was the defender there, halting his efforts, and will result in a free kick. This time it looks like Szymanski will get back on top of it. He'll try and get one towards the 18. This one a decent delivery, bounces off a couple bodies and finally into the arms of the keeper.
Yeah, it took a funny deflection off of the head of the Thunderbirds captain, but lucky for UBC, it went straight to the keeper.
Sayers took it down on his chest and was looking for Brzezina, streaking through the middle, as just getting ahead to it. to stop it, and UBC now regroups. Slowing down the game a little bit, firmly in control up 2 in the second half. Jakowski takes a touch backwards and all the way back to the back line. They'll reset and over the top now as looking in the area of Momatani, but he couldn't quite link up with that one as a couple substitutions coming for the Cascades.
Yeah, it looks like Buggy Sidhu coming back in to close out this final 20-plus minutes. And looks like we're going to see Dylan Lee coming in for another second-half appearance. He's been a very consistent second-half choice for Coach Lowndes, and I think he's been continuing to earn minutes every single week as he's putting in some solid performances with this team.
Substitutions for the UFV Cascades, checking in Buggy Sidhu and Dylan Lee.
And as Will Stewart checks out, he hands the captain's band over to Manpaul Brar. So, nice moment to see for the fifth-year player get that captain's band in his final game as a Cascade here tonight. Over the top now as it looked like he was onside. Oh boy, that had to have been real close as the flag does just go up on Logan Chung. And finally the first substitution besides the keeper in this one, and it's going to be Jakowski checking out. Did his job again today, added to his Golden Boot lead, and that'll probably do it for his regular season.
Yep, put in a good shift for about a little less than 70 minutes here, and now he's going to get a well-earned rest, and they're just going to try to keep him fresh and ready to go for next week when they take on the TRU Wolfpack.
Beecroft with a long delivery, looking in towards Brazina, making a run past the defenders there, but couldn't get it up over that back line.
Substitution for the Thunderbirds, checking in number 7, Bradley Richardson.
Kelk swallows that one up as looking to slow it down here now. The Cascades, I would say, playing with a little more of the ball in this second half compared to that first half. And they'll have to play with it dangerously in their own end here. Beecroft tried to work around 3 guys, but nothing doing there, and taking back possession. Kaiser with the cross towards the middle. Couldn't get it past the wall of Cascades there, and again trying to dribble out of trouble. Almost results in disaster.
Yeah, Chung is going to be he's going to be kicking himself for missing that chance. Another poor turnover by the Cascades and right outside of their own 18-yard box, and lucky, I would say, to not be down by another at the moment, as that was a golden opportunity.
Good shield there to retain possession, and now gets a pass back. Quick little triangle passing play, but pass a little too hard on the return for Chung. Sidhu looking to dribble down the sideline. Gets aggressive there, and referee tried to play the advantage, but with the Cascades getting possession back there, that'll be called back. And we'll slow it down for another UBC substitution.
Looks like Momatani checks out. He's put in a great shift. He's run up and down that right side for the Thunderbirds all day. So I'd say he's earned an early exit from this game and a little bit of a break.
Substitution for the Thunderbirds, checking in number 26, Aspen Shoha.
UBC back on possession as they slowly work it around that back line. Looking for some space now in the middle, but a good foot by Lee defensively, but given back. Now a chance for the substitute on the ball. As soon as he's in the game, he lays it off for a good opportunity. The two recent substitutes just about link up for a goal there.
Yeah, and coming off of another giveaway, like you said, and it was Richardson who got onto the end of that one, but just couldn't plant his left boot there and then get his right wrapped around it. Cascades defense doing well to come back and try to force that shot from the outside, but you really got to be more sure on the ball inside of their own half here.
Yeah. Good start to the second half, but a little bit sloppy in the last few minutes, allowing UBC some opportunities. And that cross right past everyone, but a Thunderbird to it on this far sideline, trying to go through the legs of Sidhu, but he's not having any of that. Thompson finally clears, but not too far. Thunderbirds still on it. Here's the goal scorer now coming in towards the box, skillfully dispossessed there by Szymanski. And now throw coming here as Thompson waits for some options to move around. Creeping a little too far up the line as he does so for the referee's liking. Finally in towards Brar, chests it down and look to deliver something down the line, but just out. Another throw coming, this time quick. Looking to send Brezina down the line. The defender doing a good job to get back and make sure opportunity didn't come there, but this time in towards the line, towards Brar, and he'll force a throw. Or pardon me, a corner.
Cascades doing a good job just working it slowly up the field, forcing it out of bounds again and again. And yeah, Brar winning that ball down to the end line and just playing it off a leg and out.
It'll be Proctor on his comfortable left, delivering this one in. Good curl on that one, and boy, Beecroft with a great opportunity. Glancing header, just missed getting good contact on that one.
Oh, so unlucky for Beecroft. Looked like he just tried to whip his head a little bit too hard into it. Instead of just putting it in the right spot, he went for power, and he just fanned on it enough to not get it on target. What an opportunity for the Cascades to get back into this game. As we see, Proctor's going to check out Kevin Mayland back in.
Yeah. Was a great delivery there from Proctor. He's shown it all season. Time for the league, like you mentioned, pregame and Canada West assists category. Another great delivery there. And Beecroft timed the jump and the run just perfectly, but just lacked the finishing execution as Brar slips, but the UBC player unable to keep it in. Continuing theme here in this one, especially on this side of the pitch. Lots of slippage. Brezina trying to win that corner. Can't quite do it, but will settle for a throw.
Beecroft going to make the long run over. He's going to try to get that big throw in of his into a dangerous area. That's a good one.
Second opportunity as Beecroft heads it towards goal, and Brar on the second header opportunity, but a little too close to the keeper, who uses his space and hops there to get there first as Gardner lays it off now for a short one. And up the pitch they go with a long pass up the sideline. He'll send it right back to where it came from. Now a little chip play is stopped by Szymanski. And now here they come forward. Brezina looking to have a hit. It was a decent idea. Might have caught the defenders off guard as it looked like a play to Brar was materializing. But in the end, didn't get what he wanted on the shot.
No, he had Mayland coming along that right side. He was a little bit behind the play. Didn't quite see him in time. A little more offensive pressure here from the Cascades as we're inside the final 15.
Race here now. Muter gets there first. And since he played it back with the head, Kauk's able to swallow it up, and a strong throw forward, leading Brar almost perfectly, but, or pardon me, Buggy Sidhu on this near sideline, almost leading him perfectly, but just a little too close to the defender there. And they'll have to take the throw back a few feet. Beecroft got a foot to it, but couldn't do anything but deflect it down the line, where taking it over was Bradley Richardson, trying to get it towards the 18, but will be just fine with the bounce off Beecroft for a throw. Tomei now looking for some options. He'll go throw. It's short, and Buggy Sidhu once again with a little tip out. Throw right to the corner, and once again stays here off Beecroft. Richardson trying to make something happen off of him in the very corner of the field there. And that one, finally UBC gets their wish. Really kept trying to work it off players down this sideline. Finally get it out for a corner instead of a throw. They'll take it short this time. A little bit of space opens up. Good ball delivered in. Bounces around, and they're able to finish. The substitute, Bradley Richardson, finding that loose ball to slot home his second of the year and third of the night for UBC.
Unfortunate for the Cascades defense. Attempted clearance just takes a deflection, goes off of a body, and it's served up on a platter for Richardson, who just very calmly slots it into the corner. And that one, with about just over 10 minutes left, is pretty much going to put this one to bed here.
Unfortunate bounce for the Cascades, but a pretty well-worked corner from UBC. They played it short, created a 2-on-1 in the corner, took advantage of the space, got across from a little closer than the 18, and that dangerous ball whipped in, just whipped off a few bodies before finding the foot of Richardson. It's been a little bit of chaos inside that Cascades 18 in the second half. Out for a throw this time.
That's going to be Richardson's second goal of the year. Be happy to double his goal total here.
Yeah, just checking in only a few minutes ago and found himself a couple of scoring chances right after entering. That's what happens on this skilled UBC side. A lot of players able to create beautiful opportunities. Now Brzezina trying to come put some pressure on. Flashbacks of the one he created a couple weekends ago. Didn't quite beat the keeper to that one. Garner a little bit more sure on his feet after a couple of near bobbles after first checking in. Always tough for a keeper coming in cold in the middle of a game. Checking in at halftime.
UBC Thunderbirds' third goal scored in the 78th minute by number 7, Bradley Richardson. Assisted by number 14, Logan Chung. Richardson from Chung in the 78th minute.
And now a UBC substitution coming as UBC continues to get a few different players some looks here in their final regular season game. Their captain will check out after a good shift from him as well. Marcus Kaiser playing all of this one, playing a good role in the midfield for UBC.
This Manmeet Juddy checking in here for the Thunderbirds. We've also seen Oliver Herber check in as well for UBC.
And coming now through the middle after subbing on, finding the ball at his feet right away. And his Thunderbirds teammates continue to pass through the middle. Now they find one down the sideline. Beecroft hustling over to make sure he's there first ahead of Luke Norman, trying to run that one down. Now it's back at the foot of Norman. Quick touch to the outside, and Shohan trying to find some space. Buggy Sidhu gets the deflection out for another corner. This corner whipped in hard, and Cascades got to it first, takes a couple headers to clear. Brzezina had it played right at his body, deflects right back to UBC, where they'll regroup in their own end. Over the top now right away, and all the Cascades defenders knew he was offside there all the way. All the hands shot up across the line there. So Szymanski will look to throw this one deep. Almost finds Brzezina down the line, but another good effort by Tomei to get to that one first. Now through the middle, Sayers tries to play it over the top. Had ideas of finding Mayland in alone, but once again, the defense led by Fisher that time, making sure that didn't happen. And they keep it contained to a throw. Sidhu over the top, looking for Sayers. UBC able to deal with it, but Brzezina gets the steal in tight, and the player from the ground worked back up to his feet to get that one out, and now the Thunderbirds escape pressure. Working it back through the middle as Fisher calls for it, now looks back outside, and Tomei will slow things up. Sees a player making a run, though, down the wing. Just kept in, or was it? No, just out on that second touch. He got there in time, but couldn't quite control the touch going in full speed.
UBC been finding a lot of success playing the ball along that right sideline there. Buggy Sidhu they've asked a lot of him today. He's been up quite a bit, and that's been leaving that wing a little bit more exposed to play over the top.
Thompson now able to clear with a pass. Mayland couldn't take it in first time, but did well to stay on top of it, and finally the UBC player hauls him down and goes into the books for his efforts. First yellow card we've seen produced in this match.
Yeah, pretty easy decision there from the official to reach into his pocket. Deal out a yellow there to number 20, Marcus Puhalj. Looks like Grenashadu is about to check back in for the final 4 minutes here. Wouldn't be surprised if he came in for Manny Brar. Give him a send-off.
Sayers, though, over top of this free kick now towards the back post, and was in the direction of Brar. Couldn't quite direct anything on goal. And now numbers coming the other way for UBC, looking to add to this lead. Ball played over to the far side, just a little out of the reach, but UBC will be content to slow it down. Playing now through the middle. A lot of space over on this near sideline, but slipping a little bit. And boy, an interesting decision to give up on that ball as the natural grass slowed it right down. He would have had lots of time to go find it in the corner.
Yeah,
thought that one was going out with a lot more steam.
Not sure if he thought he was offside or what. But
yeah, maybe that as well.
Either way, and like we did think, it's Manpel Brar coming out.
Yeah.
Gonna get an ovation from the fans here tonight.
Yeah, great moment for the fifth-year senior. Like you mentioned earlier, has gone through so much in his Cascades career. To even still be out here playing after 2 ACL injuries, couple surgeries, continued to battle through it all, and scored some huge goals in Cascades history. A very successful career, over 3,000 minutes for this Cascades side. And Tom Lowndes giving him a nice moment of applause from the crowd, checking him out here late in his final match. This one over the top here now as Thompson went and put the pressure on, and they'll play it out the side.
Yeah, Brar's experience and his calmness as a leader is going to be really missed for this Cascade side going into next year. But he's put in a great 5 years here.
Chance now up in the middle, and they're trying to work it in towards the box, but Sadu got there first. This time able to work around Buggy Sadu, but Sayers back to help him out. And out of play in the final minutes for a Cascades throw. Tug on the back of Beecroft there, and then push him forward as he was trying to get free. He'll elect to take this one short. Lee was hanging out on that far sideline. Thompson looking to push the pace forward, finds Beecroft making a run, and played back down the line. Can Beecroft get to it? He just does, but unable to get it past the keeper from a really tough angle there.
But we've talked about his versatility. Beecroft now playing an essential forward role. I mean, hey, he's got a couple goals on the year. Why not give him a chance up front? But, I mean, like we've said so many good things about him. He's played wherever he's been asked to this year. And I think he's going to be a key piece of this team going forward into next year with Brazina and Proctor, Buggy Sadu.
And battling here for it is Proctor, but Chris Fisher does just enough to shield off the oncoming attack, allow his keeper to jump on it. UBC still trying to make plays happen in these final minutes as they work it forward. Tried to hang out in the corner there, but couldn't keep control. Cascades force it out. Almost cleared up to the foot of Proctor. Brazina, second time, does get it up to Beecroft. Trying to work it back with 2 guys all over him. And now coming forward, another opportunity and another cool, calm finish as the Thunderbirds add one more and make it 4-0.
Yeah, nice easy goal to finish off the night from Luke Norman. Did well. Love the fake. Looked like he was going to go to the keeper's left, but instead at the very last second faked him out, went to the right, and just slipped it off the post and in. And that's just a well-worked play by the Thunderbirds to just break through the defense and come in all alone, 1v1 with the keeper. Well finished by Norman.
Yeah, that's a beautiful team goal there. And Norman, in the end, froze the keeper. Nothing Kaux could do on that one. Picked out that corner. And puts this Thunderbirds team up for finishing the season like they played most of this season. Really just dominant throughout, and that's the reason they find themselves as the 1 seed heading into playoffs.
One last chance here in front of the Cascades to try and spoil the combined shutout of the Thunderbirds keepers here today. Sayer's going to be on the end of it. We'll see what he can deliver.
Score number 24, Luke Norman. Assisted by number 26, Aspen Shohan. Goal scored in the 90th minute. Norman from Shohan in the 90th minute.
Sayers goes short, and now Szymanski looking towards the back post and just over the head of Beecroft. And the final whistle goes. 4-0 is how it ends. UBC playing like they have most of the season and staying hot heading into playoffs. Not a bad effort at the end of the day from this UFV side, but UBC just showing exactly why they're heading into playoffs, ranked number 1.
Yeah, absolutely. But the scoreline going to be a little unfair to the Cascades today.
Yeah.
2 goals coming off of a corner kick, and then that late goal there as the game just kind of got away from them a little bit. But they held tough for a solid 75 minutes or so here today. Had some pushback, couple of opportunities. And, lots of things to build forward to next year. And I think this team's going to surprise some people in 2024.
That's the hope for sure. Definitely a lot to take from positive throughout this night, throughout this weekend, and throughout this season. Bit of a passing of the torch moments here today on Seniors Day, as both the seniors with great